At Savannah River site, safely closing 22 waste tanks in 8 years takes more than ambition, initiative, and competence. Today, in addition to support from the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, it's also requiring technologies and innovation to solve problems and protect workers. For Savannah River remediation, the liquid waste contractor at SRS, water tank cleaning robots known as Sand Mantis, Frankie, and Tizzy have and are providing solutions. It all started in late 2008 with Sand Mantis, designed and developed by TMR Associates LLC. When deployed, the 800-pound, 8-foot-long cross-shaped body collapses into a straight line for insertion into a narrow opening at the top of a huge underground storage tank. Once inside, it unfolds and, guided by remote control, sprays high-pressure water to loosen residual waste, also known as the heel, from the tank surface. Sand Mantis went to work helping to remove residual material from 2 large underground tanks at SRS, now slated for operational closure in 2012. Following on the successes of Sand Mantis, the next generation of robotic worker was Frankie. Frankie was equipped with unique sampling capabilities and sensing devices to provide assurance of what type of residual wastes were still in the tank and do so cost-effectively. However, working on the bottom of a hazardous waste tank with its highly corrosive liquids took its toll on Frankie, who soon retired, giving way to Frankie Jr., who finished the tank sampling process. Sand Mantis and Frankie worked in large tanks with no interior interference. However, most of the underground liquid waste storage tanks at SRS are much more complicated structures filled in many instances with cooling coils, risers, and miles of piping, all of which pose additional impediments to tank cleaning. If SRR is going to significantly expedite waste removal and operational closure of the 22 waste storage tanks like it promised, a more agile robot with greater capability was needed. Designed by members of the SRR tank closure team, using American Recovery and Reinvestment Act funds, both Tizzy, as well as a full-scale mock-up of part of the interior of an SRS underground waste tank, were constructed to ensure that using a robotic worker like Tizzy could successfully navigate throughout the complicated tank internals and expedite operational tank closure. Valuable contributions from our robotic partners, Sand Mantis, Frankie, and Tizzy, along with Vital Recovery Act funding, are some of the reasons why SRR has 15 of 22 tanks now in some phase of operational closure, the most ever in the history of SRS.